This is Boxing Tickets NI in association with SB Sports and Chaco Cosmetics. We're here with Lewis Crocker at the Media Day. How are you, mate?
Good, mate, feeling good. Very good.
It's been over 6 months, well, obviously, since we had a chat. How's things been with you since?
All good, mate. Everything's been good. Glad to get the fight back. Glad to be back. Had a big camp behind me and glad to be Friday.
And I guess probably anybody was sort of probably hoping we'd maybe have seen you out at the field obviously in August. I know it was sort of everybody looking out, and I think then there was potential of maybe fighting in September, but I'm sure you know having that bit of time off to come back and headline the Ulster Hall, it's worthwhile for it.
Big time. I actually got COVID at the end of August, so I wouldn't be able to fight in September. But yeah, it's like since then everything's been grand and things have worked out perfectly, and now headlining a show in City.
And it's keeping yourself composed and stuff as well to go. I know you obviously headlined during the pandemic over in England, but they obviously headlined the Ulster Hall. It's what dreams are sort of made of, is building the steps.
Definitely, against a fully packed arena as well. That's going to be on Friday, so you couldn't ask for anything better as a boxer, and especially fighting in your own city and for a title, that's what dreams are made of.
Definitely, there's noticed your promo video. I think it everybody in goosebumps yesterday. It's building the story. I know you made your debut start of 2017. You sort of now think you're starting to headline shows and starting to build a name, and everybody knows who the Crocker is now. That's what you want.
It's getting a good buzz around myself, and hopefully after this here fight, my name's out there even more so. And yeah, it's insane. I've got a lot of support from friends, family, and the city itself, so it's good to see.
Definitely is, and I think, what was it, earlier this week, I think it was 20 years since your sister and Katie had obviously had the first licensed sort of fight, and obviously I know your sister now's sort of retired and motherhood and things like that, but she's sort of looking at the baby brother sort of thing and going, you can carry on the tradition.
Yeah, for sure. That her and Katie Taylor fight is historic. And look what Katie's went on to achieve, and now they're still friends to this day and stuff. So it's unbelievable to be a part of that on her behalf. And yeah, she was saying to me the other day, basically how far I came, because she brought me the box a couple of days in. It's mad to think and it's great.
Definitely, as you carry on the tradition as well. Obviously, your opponent on Friday night, I think the opponent actually changed. I think you're originally supposed to fight someone else, but you're fighting Artem Haroyan. What do you know of him, or have you left that more down to D and Jamie to sort of work out a plan?
Left D to work out the plan, and I just worry about myself. So expecting a tough test is always there at this level as well. So it'll just be business as usual on Friday.
Definitely, as obviously I know that sort of the last few fights has sort of been stepping it up in the opponents and stuff like that. Do you sort of see, another defence of this? I obviously know we previously spoke. It's been 20 years since we're the British welterweight champion. Is that still something in your thoughts that you want to do, or is it down to Jamie and obviously the route that they plan?
Of course, I'd like to fight for the British title and capture. And I think 2022 is definitely a possibility for that. But I'll leave everything down to Jamie and the team, and they have a good plan for me, and all's went well so far.
It's one of them. I think the welterweight title changed. Chris Jenkins, the Equality man, and obviously now it's a case of going. Depends on obviously what Frank Warren wants. Obviously, I know you used to be with Frank, and it's obviously whether they see the fact that you're too much of a threat, and obviously probably money will have to talk then, and them getting a good offer to get obviously you in the fight for that as well. But 20 years, a long time without a British welterweight title.
10 years, so I think Belfast is definitely looking for another welterweight British champion. So Agusman's a very good fighter as well, so I'm sure it'd be a great fight for the fans.
It definitely will, and I know the welterweight division is starting to catch fire. Obviously, Mikey, they had the WBO belt before yourself. It's moved on to the global belt. And obviously, there's some fighters out with the zone and stuff as well. So the welterweight division seems to be catching fire, and I guess you here leading the line in Belfast. So obviously, I'll keep building that up and get yourself ready for these bigger fights.
Yeah, for sure. A good win here on Friday. It sets me up for a good 2022 and some big fights. So not looking past Friday, but that's only to worry about for now. But definitely potential big fights next year.
I'm sort of not looking ahead too far, but obviously in the 2022, obviously Mick's going to be fighting Lee Wood for the WBA regular belt, and there's a potential that could be in America. I'm sure you'd be throwing your hand up to fight in America.
Of course, who wouldn't? Be exceptional to fight on that card. So yeah, we'll definitely have to see after Friday and see if we get a good word in and get myself on that.
Definitely is. But Lewis, thanks very much for catching up with us, and all the best for Friday night. Cheers.